Sometime back, I set out on a crazy adventure. I flew down 6,500 kilometers to get to Zurich. Took boats, trains, trams, cable car, and even rented a car to see this mountain. This Toblerone mountain. It's called Matterhorn. This apparently is the world's most photographed mountain, and it is in the southern part of Switzerland, a part of the Swiss Alps. Isn't it beautiful? In this video, I'll show you what is it like to drive in Switzerland, show you how beautiful it is, and if you can drive in Switzerland with an Indian driving license. So make sure to watch this video till the end and see my journey to get to this mountain. First up, let me set this straight. Switzerland is beautiful. Absolutely breathtaking. I guess it is what I always expected. The pristine glacier lakes, blue skies, and green meadows everywhere. Wherever you look, there is a perfect frame worth capturing. But you know what's even better? The roads of Switzerland. I drove over 1400 kilometers on some of the world's best roads. Roads that are part of the Grand Tour of Switzerland. I drove lakeside, hillside, mountaintops, along the train, on top of the train, through 97 tunnels, in the rains, through bridges, through narrow alleys, and through quaint villages. All to see this mountain. And boy, it was worth it. The car of choice was the Mercedes-Benz CLA shooting brake. If you haven't seen my review of the car, it is up in the cards and also in the description. I started my journey in Zurich, which is one of the best cities in the world. Culturally historic and vibrantly modern, this city runs as efficiently as a Swiss watch. Zurich is one of the wealthiest cities in the world because, well, Swiss banks. If the metro city is this incredible, I could only imagine the views countryside was holding. It is super easy to navigate through Switzerland with a modern network of trains, trams, buses, and cable car system. When you go to Switzerland, you must travel in the trains. You will fall short of adjectives to define the beauty you see. But since I rented a car to go to the Alps, I fell short of adjectives, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, preposition conjunctions. The only thing I had in my mind was a noun. This mountain. So what is it like to drive in Switzerland? And how different it is to drive there versus in India? Well, first up, in Switzerland, pedestrians have number one priority, followed by cyclists, then bikes, then trams, and then we have cars. Even if you have the largest, meanest SUV on the road, you have to wait patiently for the pedestrian to cross the road. You're not allowed to honk. Nobody honks. You should only honk when you're trying to avoid an accident. There are cameras and speed sensing radars everywhere, and you won't find a cop. If you do overspeeding, then the speeding ticket would come to your email ID. It is a fully automated process. And lastly, everyone stays in their lanes. Well, of course, that's how it should be. If someone wants to overtake you, they would come right up behind you and then wait for you to give side. Out of road etiquette, they won't honk or even flash dipper at you. And here I see a mountain. Wait, is that it? Anyway, moving on from here, Switzerland is quite diverse, and so are the people here. The German side of Switzerland is very different from the French side or the Italian side, and the driving dynamics also change per region. But what doesn't change is the beauty. There is a sight to behold in every corner. The countryside is very pretty. I mean, look at this and soak in the beauty. Switzerland is a wealthy country. Here, the farmers own cattle that costs more than the Mercedes I was driving. To be honest, some farmers own Mercedes themselves. The farms have electrified barbed wire so that cattle doesn't escape and you don't enter because you know. If you're wondering about the driving license, technically you can drive in Switzerland so long as your license is in English, but I would suggest you to carry an international driver's permit just in case. If you have any query regarding that, feel free to ask me in the comments. I found another one. Is that it? I went to the top of Europe, which is a peak called Jungfrau, and you need to change 3 trains to get here. This cogwheel train network is the world's oldest, and this train station is the world's highest, and the view is the world's best. Look at this bird and soak in the view. You have reached the top of Europe. It's freezing here. And just in case...
Ah, that's hot. That's hot.
This country is magical, and the residents take pride in everything Swiss. I found Swiss symbol everywhere. You can spot them here. It's on lemonade, a McDonald's sachet, a loaf of bread, a cup of coffee, or even a bottle of Coke. It is as if the residents love everything Swiss. Or we can call it the Swiss tax that helps these brands charge a premium. Switzerland has the maximum number of flags in the world. While the flag is red and white, my memories of the country are green and blue. Look at this. Absolutely mesmerizing. And to get to where I wanted to go, I had to actually drive my car on top of a train. The train then passes through a tunnel. You have to sit inside the car with the engine turned off. All you can do is listen to music and feel who you really are. A tiny piece of energy sitting inside a closed car on top of a moving train under a magnanimous mountain and going through a dark tunnel. Life is really not about the destination. It is about the journey and how you get there. At the end, we all will reach where we want to be, where we truly belong. There will be some failures and misjudgments along the way, and that's part of life. After several days, here I was, where I wanted to be, Zermatt. The view of Matterhorn from here is amazing. This is what I came for. While the mountain was right in front of me, it really wasn't the perfect Toblerone shape. So I kept looking until I found it. You must travel to Switzerland at least once. As for me, I would someday want to drive down to Switzerland from India. It is my calling. Switzerland isn't just beautiful, it is jaw-droppingly so. At the end, I would like to end with an interjection. Wow. Thank you for staying till the end of this video. I would like to tell you 2 fun facts about Switzerland. First, do you know we can't get our car washed on a Sunday because everything is shut? And second, it's illegal to bang the car door. I hope this video was helpful. Please do consider subscribing and watch the Mercedes CLA review right here. If you have absolutely any query about your next Swiss travel, please drop in the comments. I'll try my best to answer them. Thank you.